Hey guys, it's Morna, and in this video I'm going to be talking about industrial design jobs, and specifically I'm going to be sharing with you how to find out where industrial designers work in your city. I think this is an extremely valuable process to go through if you're looking for an industrial design job or industrial design internship. To go through the process of like scouting out kind of the landscape of where industrial designers work in your city, and hopefully you'll find out not only where you could work, but where you want to work, more importantly. So I hope you guys find this video helpful. If you do, I really appreciate it if you share it. So before we get into the how-to, I wanted to share a story with you because and it's really sort of the inspiration for this video, and it's based on a really valuable experience that I had in school. So after my second year of industrial design school, I worked for my school in the ID department as kind of an admin assistant. And one of my tasks was to update their mailing list, their kind of contact list. And on this list included, the whole point of the list was to include all the different places where the students, the industrial design students, could work in the Greater Toronto region. And my job was to go to the website and check it out, what kind of work they did, like what industry, what type of place it was, what kind of work they did, and then obviously all the contact information, and then also look for new places that weren't on the list. And what that experience did for me was by the end of that summer, I had a list of top 5 places that I felt were a good kind of fit for me, that I felt were doing interesting work, and places where I wanted to work. And the real benefit there was that, you know, after our third year, we had an internship which we had to find ourselves. So I had like pretty much a year in advance, I knew where I wanted to be. I knew where I wanted to do my internship. And then it was just really a matter of focusing on my portfolio and getting those interviews at the top 3 places. So I felt it was really beneficial, and so that's why I'm making this video. So let's get into the how-to.
Step 1, create a spreadsheet in Excel. In the first column can be the name of the company. The second column is what kind of work they do. For example, do they do medical devices? Are they sports equipment? Are they a furniture company, etc.? And the third column is location. And I would include location in your spreadsheet just because, you know, if a company's going to be like 2 hours away in traffic, it might not be at the top of your list. So step 2, find where industrial designers work. What are the names of the companies where they work? When I'm doing this kind of research, usually I will set myself a time limit. For example, in this case, I gave myself 60 minutes to complete the task of looking for company names. I find giving myself a time limit for this type of task keeps me focused, and it can then kind of become like a race to see how many names I can find. If you start looking at each individual company website, you'll probably find yourself going down a rabbit hole, and an hour later, you may not have found very many companies. So focus only on company names in this step. There's many different types of searches you could do. These are the 3 most useful searches that I found. The first is LinkedIn. Search industrial designers in your city. Go to each person's profile, look at their resume or past work experience, and collect the names of the places where they have worked as an industrial designer. So you're going to collect the names of the companies and put them in your spreadsheet. And now, also, if you don't want to be seen looking at other people's profiles, you can search in private mode. Number 2 is a Google search. And here you're going to be searching as someone looking for an industrial design job. So for example, industrial design jobs plus the name of your city. And essentially you're going to be looking at job postings and collecting the names of those companies and then putting those in your spreadsheet. So the third is another Google search. And here you're going to look at it from the point of view as someone wanting to hire an industrial designer. So the search would be something like industrial designer plus the name of your city, or hire industrial designer plus the name of your city, and put those company names in your spreadsheet. Now this third search, will give you names of consultancies in your city. So in this phase, I spent about 60 minutes and found the names of 50 company names in Toronto. If I had spent more time, I would have definitely found more companies. I should also note that, even though I know companies in Toronto, the only thing that I included on my list were company names that I found. Now, if you want my notes and a list of those 50 companies in Toronto, they're available for download in a link below this video. So step 3 is to go through the list of companies on your spreadsheet and start filling out the information of your spreadsheet. So visit each website, look at the types of projects they do. What are they about? What industries do they work in? What do they design? Who works there? Read the bios of the people that work there. And also, where are they located? And put all that information in your spreadsheet. Step 4 is really just reflecting on this process and asking yourself, what are the places that stood out for you? Are there any places where you could see yourself working? So hopefully you have a better sense of what kinds of companies are out there in your city and what sort of the job landscape looks like for industrial designers. So I hope this was helpful, and we'll see you next time.